Hello there, it's me, Sari, here again, and today I'm here to show you how to make some really quick and easy Christmas cards with a so-called collage stamping technique around the page. And I'll be showing you how to make this card. And I'm keeping it really clean and simple, as you can see, black on white and nothing more to it. Perhaps one could do some stickling and everything, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I started off making this one. I really love this beautiful gnome from Slöjd-Detaljer. All of these stamps, by the way, are from Slöjd-Detaljer. It's a Swedish stamping company. Well, it's not a stamping company per se. It's a craft store with a lot of nice things as well as beautiful stamps. And when I saw this stamp set, I just felt like making a frame for it like this. So let's see. I do believe I have it here. So I have used most of the stamps in this kit actually. I think all but the sock and the lady there. And there's a really nice array of stamps. There's some branches and a Christmas text, packages, and those beautiful snowflakes. I mean, I'm in heaven when I use them. And that beautiful gnome there and that mitten. And this one is called tomtar, which means gnomes. And you can go to Slöjd-Detaljer and just look for tomtar. So here it is. So this is actually what I made with that set of stamps. And I really kept it quite clean and simple because I just wanted to highlight some of the red things in order to create that triangle, that visual triangle, and also to highlight the Christmas saying in itself, which means Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And we say it in Swedish, or at least I say it like this: God jul och ett gott nytt år. In several different parts of Sweden you might say it in different ways with a different dialect, I mean. So, and then I went to town yesterday and I went to another store called Panduro Hobby. It's another craft store where they have all things for knitting and everything, as well as a couple of stamps. And this is what I saw when I saw the stamp set looking like this. I just felt like, why don't I make something similar to this? So I started working and I used all of the stamps but the handmade stamp there. So here it is, and I do like to stamp off paper, it's just to create that sort of wholeness to it. And then I decided on, let's say I'm actually going to use that more. And then I just felt like making something with a snowman theme, because I do have a friend that loves snowmen. So I felt like she really needs a snowman card this time. And I was really intrigued by making these cards. So in this card I actually really chose my favorite stamps and put them all together in this one. I started off, let me tell you, using another snowman stamp. And here it is. This one is, I believe, from Sheena Douglas or Crafter's Companion. But I feel like this one is too clean in the lines in comparison to all the sort of murky and more brushy or sketchy details. Don't you agree? So I felt like I really needed to go in this direction. There's a difference. Do you see that? What I'm talking about? So this is what we're going to go for. But let me just show you the stamps. Here I got a snowflake. It's a pebble stamp. I mean, I don't know more than it's a pebble stamp, but it's a really beautiful stamp, I must say. And then I have a nice 24th of December stamp, also from Slöjd-Detaljer. And it's included in this text stamp set. And there's another stamp that I have used for another card up there. So I'm just having some fun with these beautiful stamps. And here it is. So I'm having some fun with that. And so the snowman itself comes from Nelly Snellen, and the number for it is CT1008. So you could go look for that. I think this one was for the last year's stamp. So I believe you might be able to get your hands on this somewhere. And let's see, in this kit I also got another set of stamps from Panduro when I was in town yesterday, and I fell in love with this stamp because I do like having stamps that are just have the lines around the letters, because in that way I can sort of tie it together with the openness or the whiteness in these things, so I can create that visual triangle yet again. And let's see, I've got another, here's the stamp for that. Here I've got another beautiful stamp with that cone and that pine thingy there, and this one is from Tim Holtz and Stampers Anonymous. It's an oldie but a goodie. Winter Sketchbook CMS 094. I'm not sure if you can get your hands on this, but there are similar looking stamps out there, I'm sure. And then the skates, they also came in this set. And the beautiful things. So I think that I've covered all of the things that I'm going to use now. So let's get started. It isn't going to be a difficult process, I hope. I mean, it's one thing to make the cards on your own, and then a completely different thing to actually make it on video. And don't you think, well, I did have a paper here. I thought that I actually did get everything out, but sometimes I tend to forget about things. Now, the thing that I have learned and I like to go by is actually putting your stamp on an acrylic block. And I really do like to work with see-through stamps like this, because then it's easy for me to just put the stamp onto paper. Let's see if I can go a little bit closer. And I'm keeping this sort of a scrap piece of paper here just in order to give you the highlights and make it easier for me to know where to put the stamps when I'm using the guidelines on the acrylic block. And I'm just putting it there. And I usually like to start by covering the corners, because then I'm sure I won't have any sort of empty gaps here and there. So now I'm going to ink up the skates stamp. I'm going to put it in the corner up here, and I'm deliberately actually putting it outside the paper because I do want that cut look. So the next thing for me to put there, of course, let's see if I can take out the right one. I have my guide there, don't I? So I do like to go with the text stamp that I showed you before, which is God Jul, Merry Christmas. And now I'm going to put it down here. So there you have it. And then I have that date stamp, the 24th of December, because that's when Santa, Father Christmas, comes to Sweden and Finland for that matter. And I'm putting this circle outside the corner because I do want the corners to be covered. Well, I did actually miss out a little bit, but I think I can rescue it by sooting the paper later. So that's where I'm at right now. I could continue with that beautiful stamp, snowflake stamp from Pebbles. And I'm sort of trying to find a really nice way to put it alongside the circular shape there. You see? So I'm not just going to put it straight, because then I would miss out on the chance of actually following that arch. So let's see, I've come thus far, and then I have that beautiful snowflake stamp. I mean, I'm in love with that one, I am. Just because it isn't perfect and it's sketchy and it has got some nice dots and things here and there. So I really like to work with that one. So I'm going to put it in 3 places just because I can. And you know, I'm going to wait with that because I do have another stamp to go with. It's the Tim Holtz's beautiful pine cone stamp there. Is it pine cone? I'm thinking perhaps I'm saying the wrong thing. Can't remember the other name. In Swedish it's called tall anyway. So I'm just going to use the line that I got there. My goodness, I've just forgot about myself. I want to swear now. I'm holding my tongue, and I know that I won't be able to succeed with this, but it's because I've got this baking board here, you know, and it's not flat, completely flat, so I need to move it down. I'm going to say it. Bloody hell! Well, Let's see if I can make it work. My goodness, I almost succeeded. Look at that. I mean, I'm telling you, working with a, for goodness sake, is almost a perfect match. For goodness sake. So, this one is tilting a little bit. So, now I can actually put the third time, the stamp here for the third time, like so. So now I'm here. And there is something missing. Well, there's a small God Jul stamp that's missing. And I believe there's enough room to put it here. So here we are. And of course, were I now to put it on a piece of paper, let's say white cardstock, it would look like this. It wouldn't show too much. So there is a difference, and there's a really nice way to go about it just by sooting the edges with a little something. So let me just show you how I do that. I'm just going to use a Scotch-Brite sponge here that I've cut to size, which is really nice for me to handle. And the more I use it, the more of the corner it's going to be torn off. So I'm just going to soot it like this, because I feel it's going to give me a really nice, soft, sooted finish when I use a sponge like this. And just to highlight things, I mean, you can see here that I've actually rescued the corner. I mean, it doesn't really matter that much if it doesn't, if I haven't really succeeded in stamping outside. But the best thing is to just do it from the get-go. And if you want to, you could actually do what I did here, just to sharpen the corner or the edge, because it's going to give you a little bit more definition, isn't it? So were I now to put it here, it would absolutely be visible nicely like this. So here it is, a Merry Christmas card from me to you. Bye bye.